Hey Royals, welcome back to my channel, and if you're new, hey, hi, how you doing? Thank you so much for clicking on this video and welcome to the Royal family. Do press the subscribe button down below. So today guys, I've got a recipe for you and it is going to be a full English breakfast. Great way to start your day, especially on the weekends. So stay tuned if you'd like to see how I make my breakfast, and don't forget to subscribe down below if you haven't already. See you shortly. Here are the things you'll be needing, guys. You just need a chopping board and a knife and some things. You need, I'm using English breakfast tea, the Twinings one. You need a tea jug, some milk of your choice. I'm using organic dairy milk here, and some sugar if you like sugar in your tea. You also need some bread to make toast with, or you can have it not toasted. Some oil. Here I'm using grapeseed oil. You will also need a tin of baked beans. Of course, Heinz is the only way to go. A fresh tomato, some bacon, as many as you like, and some sausages. I'm using beef breakfast sausages because I prefer the beef ones. And you also need some fresh parsley, some eggs. Here I'm just using 5 eggs because I'm making for 2. I've got some salt, chili powder, and dried parsley flakes. I love parsley, so I'm going to be using both dried parsley and fresh parsley. And yeah guys, that's basically all you need. So let's begin, guys. So all you're going to do is turn on the heat to a medium to low heat on your frying pan. Add some oil, just enough to coat the pan, make sure nothing sticks or burns. Swizzle it around a little bit, get the oil all up in there, and we're gonna begin with frying our eggs. Okay, now I ain't got no time to waste, okay, so I'm frying all my eggs together at the same time. So once your oil is hot enough, just begin to crack your eggs into the pan. Now if you like, you can do this 1 by 1, 2s, or in 3s, or you can just fry all your eggs together, whatever tickles your fancy. Okay, just fry your eggs. Right, make sure you have your heat on a low to medium heat, because you don't want the eggs to cook too fast where they burn, but you want them to cook well enough. Now I like my eggs well done, so I'm gonna be making them all the way through. So I'm gonna season my eggs, and the way I do this is I just put some salt in a bowl, put some chili powder in a bowl, and some parsley flakes, and I just grab a fork and I just sprinkle it over, and I just kind of eyeball the measurement. I don't use a very specific like measurement, like a half a tablespoon. I just sprinkle, and I'm like, yeah, the ancestors will tell me when it's enough. But yeah guys, just add a little bit of salt. Then you're going to do the same thing with your chili powder. Just grab a fork, sprinkle it over. Now you don't have to use chili powder. I just do this because I think it makes the eggs taste amazing. So I add some salt, I sprinkle some chili powder, and I also do the same with the parsley flakes. I also sprinkle those over. You can use mixed herbs if you prefer. You can get rid of the parsley flakes. You can just do what you like, okay? This makes my eggs taste amazing. So keep an eye on the eggs, make sure they don't overcook at the bottom, and then you can flip it over. And as I mentioned, I love my eggs to be very, very well done and crispy and crunchy on the egg whites, and then like still yolky and soft on the inside, but I like them to be fully cooked. Comment down below how you like your eggs. How do you like your eggs in the morning? I like mine with a kiss. Who remembers that? Who remembers that advert? That was such an amazing advert. I used to love it when it came on. I just start singing. Oh gosh, I feel so old. That was on TV probably like 8 years ago. Now I think I'm exaggerating, but it was a long time ago. What we're going to do is set our eggs to the side once they are cooked, and I'm going to open up my sausages. We're going to fry our bacon, so open up your sausages and open up your bacon. I'm using about 6 to 7 sausages because, as I mentioned, I'm making double portions because this is going to serve 2. I set my sausages to the side in a bowl. I think I've got about 7 there. And then I'm going to begin to fry my bacon. So I'm frying my bacon, and I will also fry my sausages because I don't have much time today. I would usually make them in the oven. However, anybody got time for that? So keep your eyes on your bacon. Make sure it doesn't overcook or become super burnt. And whilst it's cooking and sizzling in all that goodness, I am going to start by peeling my fruit. So I have a fruit and a vegetable. I have an orange and cucumbers. Are cucumbers fruits or vegetables? They're kind of both, I guess. Well, they have to be one, but it's like you can eat it as a fruit or as a vegetable. I think it's a vegetable. Anyway, I'm peeling my cucumber, and I'm going to also cut my orange after this. So basically, this is my little twist. When I have my full English breakfast, I love to also have it with some fruit. So sometimes I'll do strawberries and oranges. Sometimes I'll do cucumbers and oranges. But there's always oranges. Like, oranges are perfect for the morning. Get your stomach just beautifully set for the day. So I always try to include an orange in my breakfast, especially when I'm doing like a big breakfast on the weekend. It's really nice to have some fruit in there too. During the week, I just sort of throw all the fruit in a blender and make a smoothie and go about my day. But on the weekends, you have time to make like a nice big breakfast, slice some fruit, be cute and bougie. Yeah, that kind of breakfast. Like you're sat in the middle of some nice hotel in Dubai. Yeah, that kind of breakfast. So yeah, guys, just peel your cucumber and then slice them up however you like them. I'm just like slicing them at a diagonal angle because I think I'm cool, even though I just cut my finger. But yeah, we're not going to talk about that. But guys, I literally cut my finger when I was opening the sausages, and I was like, ouch. So yeah, guys, slice up your cucumber, and then you're going to chop up your orange. So slice your oranges however you wish, whatever shape you like. I'm just cutting it in half, and then in half again, and in half again, I believe. Yeah, so get that done. Keep an eye on your bacon though. Give it a turn, flip it over, make sure it doesn't burn. But I'm trying to get them like a little bit crispy, especially all around the sides and the edges, but still kind of soft in the middle. But yeah, I like my bacon to be like, have a nice crisp. Once your bacon is done, take it out of the pan, set it to the side. I'm just setting my things on a plate, and put your sausages in the pan. You can add a little bit of extra oil if you feel the need to. Actually, when you do this, pierce a little hole in your sausages so they don't like explode and like just do this weird thing that they're about to do, because I forgot to pierce a hole in them. But yeah, guys, just pierce a hole in your sausages and allow them to cook. Give your sausages a turn around so that it cooks on all sides, and keep an eye on it, keeping the heat also on a low to medium heat. While your sausages are cooking, you want to slice up your tomato. I just cut mine in half. It's a medium-sized tomato. I just cut it in half so that I can sear it on both sides in the middle. And that's it. Now, see what I mean? The sausages have completely split, like 2 or 3 of them. And I'm just like, what is this? It's like inside out. But I don't know, it just happened because I didn't pierce it. But it's okay. It still tastes good. Alright, guys. Once your sausages are ready, take them out of the pan. And we are going to put our tomatoes in the pan now. Now, I love it when I do this because the tomato is so wet, and then you put it in the hot oil and it makes this like super sizzling noise, and it's just, I don't know why, but I like it. Now, right before you put your tomatoes in the pan, what you want to do is just rinse out the previous oil. Just give it a bit of a rinse with water. That's it. Add some fresh oil in the pan and heat that up. While the oil is heating up, you want to just empty your can of baked beans into a bowl and put them in the microwave for about, I heat mine up for like 5 minutes. just to heat it up and make it ready to eat. I know some people actually eat baked beans straight out of a can, and I cannot. I don't know why people do that. I don't know how people do that, but if you do that, I don't think we can be friends. Like we can't be friends, because why do you do that? Anyway, to each their own. So heat up your oil, put your baked beans in the microwave to heat up, and then once the oil is ready and hot, we are going to place our tomatoes face down into the pan. I love doing this because the tomatoes make like this sizzling noise, and it's like I don't know, it's just really fun to listen to and to witness, although I usually jump back because the oil will probably burn me. Look at that, all smoky and nice, because the tomatoes are obviously wet, but it's just nice. It sounds nice. So just leave your tomatoes in there on a low to medium heat, just to sizzle for about 1 to 2 minutes. And then what we're going to do is turn them the other way round, and we are going to add a little bit of seasoning to it. So again, with the salt, I just take a fork and sprinkle as much or as little as I like. I just eyeball it. I take the chili powder, do the same thing as I did with the salt, but I use a little more chili powder than I did with the salt, obviously. And this doesn't even make the food chili, guys. It just adds a nice taste. And then I add a little bit of parsley, dried parsley, and then some fresh parsley. Yes, because parsley is parsley, okay? Parsley is nice. Then what you're going to do is turn it around so that it cooks on the seasoning side, and all that seasoning goodness just enters the tomato. While your tomatoes are sizzling and cooking and frying, just make yourself a jug of tea. I'm just using my Twinings English breakfast tea. I'm using 2 bags because I like my tea quite strong, and it's not that big of a jug, but I think it's okay to have 2. So your tomatoes are done by now after 2 or 3 minutes of searing. Turn off the heat, take the tomatoes out and put them on a plate. Here I just used 1 tablespoon of sugar in the whole jug, and mix it all up, add some water, and Bob's your uncle. You can add honey instead if you like, or completely leave out the sugar, whatever tickles your fancy. Now all you need to do is pick up your bread and make toast, or eat them just like that with your baked beans and your sausages and your eggs and bacon, and enjoy that delicious English breakfast, okay? So that's it, guys. Really simple. I made my toast actually in the oven and just added some butter on it. So it's really simple, guys. Just need bacon, sausages, eggs, tomatoes, and some tea and milk and baked beans. You don't even have to have the fruit with it if you don't like to, but if you do, you just need some cucumbers and an orange. So really simple, guys, and a great filling breakfast. So feed your friends, feed your family, feed the homeless, and enjoy your food. Until next time, stay royal.